Moses Itauma versus Luis King Kong Ortiz in December, possibly, and then me Counterpunch. If you wanted name recognition, I would say why not, but what does it do for Moses Itauma? You know, this seems like the same route and the same speed that Moses has been going down. You know, first Dillian White, then Luis Ortiz. You know, you got two seasoned fighters, one seasoned, one more seasoned, right? That doesn't really look good on paper. I mean, it looks decent on paper if you just wanted name recognition, but I don't think it does more for Moses. Maybe the next fight, not in December. I mean, for Moses, I don't think that's any risk because we all know that Luis Ortiz is old. Okay, that's his Achilles heel. Father Time has knocked on his door time and time and time again, right? So we know that Luis Ortiz doesn't really have punch resistance, and one sharp right hook or straight left or jab will send Luis Ortiz down, and it will be embarrassing, to be fair. You know what I mean? Like, Luis Ortiz should be fighting someone at least in their mid to late 30s. You know what I mean? We've seen the Wilder fights. You know, that's the only thing that he's really been exposed to is Deontay Wilder and Andy Ruiz. But other than that, like a young guy like Moses Itauma, I think that's such a mix and match. That's a mismatch. There you go. A mismatch. I don't think that will do anything for Moses Itauma. Pad his resume, sure. But no, I mean, if you look on BoxRec, it'll look good for the pad or the cushion, but it won't do nothing for Moses. I think Moses needs someone now that keeps him sharp. You know, if he keeps fighting guys in the rate that he's fighting them and the age that he's fighting them, it's going to get him comfortable, I think. And I don't think that he needs to be anywhere near comfortability. I think he needs to be somewhere. I think he needs to be that knife that constantly keeps being sharpened. You know, I think that of Moses. Luis Ortiz, sure. I think Luis Ortiz will fight anyone because I think he's desperate and hungry for money. Like a lot of those PBC guys are. They, you know, they were with Al Heyman, and Al Heyman is not where he was. So he can't give those guys fights. He can't ensure those guys any type of fight that gives them a decent fight purse like before. So they're scrambling and scraping for any type of fight they can. So if it ever came to Luis Ortiz's attention, he will be that next guy in line that will be put down like an old dog. And it wouldn't be really fair to Luis Ortiz, because if you're going to put Luis Ortiz in a fight, I feel, put him in a fight that he could possibly win. Not a Moses Itauma fight. Moses Itauma with the speed, and, you know, I know they're both southpaws and all that, but, you know, the only thing that Luis Ortiz has is a puncher's chin, but he more than likely he would get caught before he even land anything worth talking about, just like Dillian White was. So that's my counterpunch on that, man. A possible fight between Luis Ortiz and Moses Itauma. You guys tell me what you think. Leave it below in the comments. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.